Hey, what's going on, guys? Today, we do have a little bit of a long video today, over an hour long. So go ahead and grab your popcorn, grab your snacks today for this one, man, because it's gonna be a pretty long video. So, Flight Reacts message to Steph Curry, beef with EA Sports in June flight, and so, disclaimer, this is Join the Lobby podcast. The people who are on this podcast are FaZe Clan. FaZe Clan, and FaZe Swag, are the people who are hosting this podcast and are asking for, these questions today. But it's over an hour long, so it's a podcast. So, hey, grab your popcorn, grab your snacks, man. It's going to be a long video, man, here today. Over an hour long. So let's get it.
You know, it's my first podcast.
All right, let's see. Your flight.
Steph Curry was sitting right here. What would you ask him? Do you think you would have gone pro if you would have gotten injured?
No, 100%. I think I would have. Yeah, 100%.
All right, FaZe Clan and FaZe Swag with the podcast.
I'm FaZe Swag here with my co-host Matt, but today joining the lobby with us is gonna be FTC.
What it do, flight crew? FTC. Flight T, stand up.
Yes, sir, man.
Much love for having me. You know, it's my first podcast.
We're on
First interview.
We're excited, man.
I feel nervous, but I'm excited though. So,
bro, we're chilling, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much for hopping on. First of all, first ever Flight Reacts podcast. This is huge. We wanted to kind of go through your journey, learn more about you. So let's start from the beginning. Where are you from and kind of your early days?
Let's do it. So I was born in D.C., stayed there for 6 months, and then the rest was in Florida, West Palm Beach, Lake Worth. Nice. I stayed there until I was 22 years old. Moved out to the West Coast when 2018.
Where'd you move to?
What part of LA or?
So you went from Florida at 22 all the way to LA?
Yeah, straight to LA.
Ooh, He said I gotta go chase it.
Heck yeah, man! It was a pretty cool journey. Life was pretty cool growing up. Mom, dad, sister.
How many siblings you got?
I just got one.
One sister?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. Didn't have a lot of money growing up, but we made the best. I was always taught me and my sister to be grateful for everything we have, to hustle hard, to work hard, to never beg. So we was always close as a family. So pretty big blessing and very grateful for it.
That's beautiful.
Hey, bro, W Flight in the chat.
What was your first couple games?
Yeah, you know what's crazy? Yeah, the PS2 was definitely my first days. I played
how's Xbox?
Xbox.
I have PS2 too. He has kids. Come on, bro.
I remember when I first got my first PS2, I dove into the gaming world instantly. It was a thing it was like love at first sight.
Love that, man.
With the 2K, you had NFL Street, then you had like Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper.
What was Ratchet and Clank? Two little monsters.
Yeah, Jack and Dexter, you don't remember that? Oh man,
I'm gonna tap in like
that. That was shit. I started out on that and
PS2s were, bro. PS2s were everyone started off, but yeah.
Hold back.
And then what kind of so early on, what kind of inspired you to do content creation? Who was the person who or what was the game or what kind of made you go, I gotta start making content?
Easy. So I didn't really take it to that next level of wanting to be that gaming side until I want to say the middle of my 9th grade years. Okay. I played on the basketball team. Long story short, I got injured, high ankle sprain. I was out the rest of the season. It was 7 games left. So all I could really do, I can walk and limp a little bit, but I couldn't play. So I started to just fucking get into the gaming world. I got the 360 for the first time. The 360 launched in 2006 or 7.
It was, yeah.
I didn't get it until 3 years later. Just didn't have the money for it. So I ended up just taking my PS2 and trading in all my games, going to GameStop
to get a 360.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Bro, they gave me 142 or 150 something dollars.
Dang.
To this day.
Dang, Flight. That's crazy.
We do this every year. We literally take the any new COD game. We take it to GameStop. They sell it for $60. They only give you $30 for a crate.
Shit, I'm surprised you didn't get that
still in the package.
Bro, when I'm talking about, I had a whole great condition PS2, 4 controllers, memory cards. I had about 30 or 40 PS2 games, $140, $250. The 360, I think it was $200. I had an extra 20, and then my dad spotted me $10. I went home with the Xbox 360, NBA Live 08 or 09 at that time. And then the next following year, I ended up getting, because I didn't get onto that online status. I didn't know anything about that. That was a whole other world. It was foreign to me. And then that next year, I was in 9th grade, got injured and stuff, and I started to get curious. I'm like, damn, let me try this online stuff. So I looked it up. I see that the Ethernet cord, so I connected that to like the router.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
The end of the whole year, it was like around this time, May. I got on 2K for the first time on 360. And then, I was on the NBA draft combine, and I got stuck with this like a walkthrough part of shit. I got stuck, and I'm like, damn, like I know someone on the internet gotta have a tutorial
for sure.
And at that time, that's like the OG YouTube.
What year is this?
Bro, this is like 2009, 2010.
Well, that's that's OG.
Hey,
bro. Like,
dang,
I had
bro.
a photo, but it was like before, like the whole site. I could just show you like what it looked like different.
Yeah.
So I went on Google first, and I was like, okay, how to do this in a certain part of this game. And so like the first link I seen, it was just like some channel. It was just showing like a phone footage. The mic was just trash. I didn't understand it. So I ended up clicking on the second link, and then basically like it was Chris Smooth.
Ooh, Chris.
At that time,
Absolute splash.
Chris Smooth is waiting on you. Hey, bro. Christmas is a W. I watch him sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes.
Chris Smooth.
Bro, he is a W for real. Yeah, like I said, I do sometimes watch him. Not all the time, but sometimes for real.
I remember watching him. I did start watching his videos for a little bit.
Yeah.
He was playing Black Ops 2. But he only played Black Ops 2 for like 3 months, and then he immediately switched to 2K, and that's when I stopped watching him because I didn't really know about 2K at all. But he was on COD, like getting kill streaks, getting 40 and 3 and stuff, going nuts, man.
Yeah, I was seeing them vids too, but you know, I found out about him a little later, but before that, the COD stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, and I went and found his channel, and bro, I fell into a rabbit hole. I looked and I'm just like, bro, this dude is doing stupid fucking numbers. Like he's like the only dude that was at that time doing like 2K content, being straight consistent with it.
Yep.
And then shit, I think probably like a couple months later, I'm like, yo, does this dude do this like as a living? Because he's uploading like, it's 7 days a week. He's uploading 5-6 days a week. He's not missing a day. So I'm like, in my head, bro, this dude can't just be doing this for free. I know he has to be doing it for a wage. So fast forward on to my 10th grade year. That's that same year he ended up dropping his mansion tour. Ooh. 7-10 bedrooms. I'm like, oh yeah, nah. This is what
I'm sure he's
I mean,
man. He was an absolute legend.
Dang.
My first ever gaming experience actually involves NBA Live, bro.
Yeah.
My
oh yeah, the NBA Live days, bro.
I have of gaming, and it was with my dad. I remember I was playing NBA Live. I was using the Lakers.
Yeah.
Shaq and him. Wow. Isn't that crazy? And I remember I was bored. I'm like, Dad, come play. My dad don't really know video games, so he hops on there and is lost in the sauce. I end up smacking him. But NBA Live, dude, it was such. I remember in NBA Live like 07, 08 when you can.
Inspirational for real, bro. Dang.
And you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know
exactly. Between the legs, like you could be in the air, go like this. Behind the back and dunk it.
Bro, that game was legendary, low key. Like, it's ahead of its time. That's the word I was looking for.
100%, man.
So I wanted to talk a bit about, you said in 9th grade, you joined the basketball team. Was it JV or varsity?
Nah, it's JV.
Okay. Was it the first game you got injured?
Nah, it was the 4th game, and that was like the first game my peoples came out to watch me for the first time. There's a kind of a crazy backstory behind it.
Oh, dang.
Behind the scenes, he was asking me, do I think I would go pro, which we'll probably answer later or whatever. But yeah, 9th grade was my like actual first ever like simulated like technical basketball, because everything before then I played football. Long story short, first I played football, and I wanted to play football in high school. And I was just underweight. I wasn't even.
Or you could have been like you're built like a wide receiver, honestly. Were you a receiver?
The crazy thing is, I was, but I wasn't this height.
Okay.
People think that I was always tall like that. I was 5'2", 5'3", 90 something pounds. And I played
high school. You don't think high school you would have grown? You probably could have been a D1.
Yeah, I had a late ass growth spurt. I had a late puberty stage, like compared to everybody else. Like it's crazy because like I feel like my generation growing up, I was going to school with grown ass men. Like it wasn't uncommon for dudes to like fail 1 or 2 times and they was staying back. So I was like, you know, playing against or playing with or had it.
And this is back in Florida.
Yeah, it's back in Florida. Yeah, you know, the South has good athletes. You know,
no, there's football. They got.
Yeah,
they got it.
So it's like I felt like I was always like a year or 2 behind compared to my class in terms of like body size and everything. It was like a kid going against grown men, like towards like my age and stuff. So Yeah, he spoke about like ninth grade. Like that was my
Dang.
first time ever playing ball. Remember trying out for the team. I was like the 5th or 6th pick. The coach picked me up. It was a coach from Tacoma, Washington. He just believed in me like from day one. He seen that I had heart and just seen that I had the drive and purpose, and he just didn't look back. And shit, it was like 4th, 5th game of the season. I was on a fast break, got a steal, came down on somebody else's ankle, just like that. It was my first only injury. I never got injured where I had to be out a certain extended period of time. No broken bones, and that was only my first ever big injury in my life.
Ankle sprains are
high ankle sprain. That's boom.
That's
I was
crazy.
Out for 3 months, had to wear an ankle brace and shit.
Dang, out for 3 months.
Insurance and get it rehabilitated what I was supposed to. So I did the yoga.
So that's like the rest of the basketball season that he played in too. Dang, bro, that's some crazy type stuff right there.
There's no way.
Like rehab, you didn't have like to do rehab and stuff like that.
None of that. Just a straight ice in a bucket and just let your ankle just heal naturally like that. So during that time, I just stayed. I was in the crib, and that's when I found out about like the YouTube and the online world and the gaming world. It was all foreign to me. Before 9th grade, I didn't know anything about the online world.
Same, bro.
Do competitive tournaments and all of that. So,
do you think you would have gone pro if you would have gotten injured?
No, 100%. I think I would have.
Yeah,
100%, bro.
Dang.
People, I feel like
Hey, do you guys think Flight would have gone pro if he would have gone injured back in 9th grade? Type it down, yes or no. What do y'all think, bro?
I don't know like the real behind the scenes of not even just basketball, but sports in general. It's really about who you know. Like, certain connections.
Especially with college, especially like reaching the next level with college like that. It really is about like who you know.
Yeah, exactly. So I left this part out, but the day I got injured in that game, that was my first time my people were able to come out, watch me play and stuff. And my dad was actually really good friends with a private school coach. He had a really good history of getting players to like D2, D1 level and stuff. If you show the work ethic and all that. So he was coming out there to like, scout and try and, push me to better, and just got injured right there. So it's like, things happen for a reason, but I really feel like I would have definitely went pro, just like based off of just like the connections that I had and just the work ethic and drive.
You definitely have the build, bro, for a guard in NBA. You're perfect height, bro.
That would have been crazy. Different turnaround.
It's all good, man. Everything happens for a reason. So let's fast forward. So now you start making content. Chris Move inspires you.
Yeah.
Now let's say we're at like 2016, 2017-ish, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about that time for one. You were a Warriors fan, yeah?
Yeah.
How did it feel being a Warriors fan during that era of just like from like 2015 to like 2018?
Yeah, bro. It was crazy because like you would get either like the bandwagon, like
were you a Warriors fan before?
I ain't gonna lie, because I didn't like watch basketball all the way fully until like maybe like 2013, 14.
Yeah.
Like occasionally, because I stopped. I had a phase. Like I was in like straight basketball and NFL, watching it nonstop and stuff from like 5th grade to like probably like 10th or 11th grade, and I just stopped.
Yep.
And before then, like I was a Iverson and like a Derrick Rose fan.
Okay.
But like I wasn't really like a big fan of the team. I was a fan of like the Bulls and stuff, but not like a crazy diehard. It was just more of like for Rose and shit.
So how did this? So you became like a super fan of Curry. What is it about Curry that he's your favorite player?
Yeah, favorite player. Yep.
What makes him your favorite player,
bro? Because he just has like just certain like vintage like. It sounds crazy, but just like aura to the game.
He does, bro.
It's like in a way he reminds me of, because like Iverson, he was the reason why I started playing basketball and just picked up everything. But like outside of that, like Curry kind of reminds me in a way of a little bit of a mix of Iverson just with a 3-pointer.
He changed the game, though.
So he changed the game. I remember seeing him for the first time in Davidson, pulling up fucking half court. I'm like, bro, this shit is like foreign.
Him in college was crazy.
Yeah. So I'm like, nah, this is my favorite player. And I'm going to whatever team he goes to. And he ended up going to the Warriors. They had Monte Ellis, Jay Rich back in the day.
They were stacked, but he didn't even get to play that much because he hurt his ankle.
Oh yeah, Monte Ellis, bro. A few months ago, he was like up in the booth commentating a Warriors game. It was the Warriors versus the Nets. It was like towards the end of last year, bro. And he was rolling up in the booth.
He hurt his ankle like that.
I think high key, bro. Bro was living the life.
So now it's 2016. Okay, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. If Steph Curry was sitting right here,
he was sitting right here.
what would you say to him? What would you ask him? Or just tell him in general.
Yeah, I would tell him and ask him. I would tell him that first of all, you're a very inspirational, not only just sports athlete, but icon toward the sports community and stuff like that, and give him his flowers onto that part. Now also ask him, what do you do to keep up that high level of play in terms of just like coming out and being elite every single year and staying focused? Because like I feel like there's a lot of like hidden gems that I feel like with people don't know with athletes. I feel like where it's just, you know, like Curry, LeBron's, and like a whole bunch of other athletes, they just come out and just play nonstop elite throughout all the drama,
like the way they take care of their body and stuff like that.
Yeah, take care of their body, like go through trials and tribulations with drama off the court and stuff like that, or just like anything going in the media. I would just like want to like pick his brain, like how do you just lock in and stay focused with that? Because I feel like I, in a way, do that a good job of that, but sometimes I kind of get off focus for like a second time period because of, you know, mental things, whatever comes around life. So.
Dang.
What would you now? Speaking about that, like I remember I saw a clip where I said you had went through a period of depression or stuff like that during that time. What would you say? You can kind of talk about that a little bit, but also just how can a person who's going through that, you know, like what did you do to like help you kind of get out of that funk, or just not, or just overall?
Dang, Flight I didn't even know Flight had issues with depression back in the day. That's crazy. I didn't even know that, bro.
Just that kind of that mental space of, you know, trying to be positive, more positive, and just push forward.
Yeah, bro, it's just not easy. I took it day by day, and that's like what I would say to anybody else. Like, you got to think about now and still look ahead in the future, but like at the same time, take it day by day. Find any little thing that just like, you know, make you happy. The things that made me happy was just like the grind for just, you know, making videos and content creation. So I just like would notice like, okay, like if I spend a certain amount of hours where I'll just feel down, I'll just put that towards my content or put it towards a workout.
Hey,
like
W.
You know how some people be
like a mental workout,
you know, that helps cure their depression with working out. Like that cures my like what back in the day the depression was like putting in that work, content, entertaining somebody, making them laugh or learn a lesson. So
that's a great message, man. I love that, bro. That's beautiful. So talking a bit about like your early days, I'm curious, what was your first job experience? What jobs did you get starting at? Obviously, you're not there anymore, so did you quit? Did you get fired?
My first one ever was Steak and Shake.
No, I never had it. Fire. Is it gas?
I'm mad that they closed the spot.
It's different. It's different.
They got a couple options that kind of are better than I'm not gonna lie.
Their shakes are gas.
Yeah, the shakes are gas.
And the burgers are really good too.
Really good. Steak and Shake was my first one, and you know how your first job is they don't like to give you hours, they look at you, you're young and shit, so I ended up getting the second job and worked both of those. I was at Chick-fil-A. I was there for like a period of time, from 12th grade until like the end, and then like I got fired from Steak and Shake.
What happened?
So I came to work basically too many times high.
Oh man.
I don't know how they do it in other jobs.
Oh,
like,
come on, Flight.
That one, they don't just
Yo.
one time like, okay, you come stone or whatever, like they're just not gonna fire you off on the spot. They basically caught me 3 other times and they knotted it down and they all
Dang, they not. Oh my. Dang, bro. He was high and they knotted it down one by one. That is wild, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Holy, bro.
use excuses, like, which was true because I did mess up on a couple of orders. I think one part where they was really throwing me, it was like this couple, and I was bringing out a shake, bro. I spilled all that shit, broke the glass on the table, shake is on this dude's fucking outfit, shake is on the girl.
No way, bro. No, Flight's a menace.
I just remember after that shift, the manager just came in and it was just like, you know, I can just like get you, like, she was trying to say like public intoxication or some bullshit like that. But she was just like, if I ever see you again, basically, like, I'm gonna just get you for that. I don't want to see you ever again. So that was her way of telling me I was fired. First ever experience, like, getting fired. I didn't tell my parents. I was so, like, fucking, like, scared.
That's tweaking, bro. Why would, the way she said that, do you think you dropped the stuff because you were high?
See, I think it was just clumsiness. It wasn't even, because if you, it's trays. It's like a circle tray. And I just never was, I always had naturally shaky hands. So it's like you had to walk out and just have the tray. It was a certain routine. You have to come out there like really adequate and shit, just like this. And you lean a little bit, just a little lean like this makes a whole glass tip over. It's a whole wine-looking ice cream glass. So now she said all of that, and I never returned. I still had the Chick-fil-A job.
How old were you at this time?
I think it was 17, turning 18.
Yeah, I mean, you see that someone yell at you like that and say, "Yo, if I ever see you again, this is before like all that,
bro.
It's like legalized. You know what I mean? This is still like it's still taboo at this time. You know,
it was 100% foreign to me. So I was like freaking. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I just
Dang.
Obviously didn't return and like got fired. I kept the uniform and stuff. Then I had Chick-fil-A and I stayed at Chick-fil-A like 9-10 months and I just ended up quitting. just did YouTube and shit.
And that's what, so Chick-fil-A was your last job before you went full-time?
Last total job, yeah.
What was your go-to Chick-fil-A order?
Oh, man, number one, add bacon, provolone cheese.
Ooh.
So that's the regular Chick-fil-A provolone cheese, large fry.
Secret menus, right?
Yeah, with the Arnold Palmer shit. Or if I was feeling on my healthy side, and they let you do it. You get a grill wrap, and you take out instead of the grilled chicken, put like the fried chicken in there and stuff. Bro, bomb as hell. I was like, I'd eat those like 3-4 times a week, free food.
That sounds like a script, bro. Also, they be getting
Dang, free food. I was gonna say free food too.
During this time
Crazy.
while you were working there, and after you were you doing content while working there?
Yeah, yep. I would work like a 5-6 hour shift. I'd come home like 9 o'clock, do a video. They'll do like regular commentaries and shit. It'll probably be like a 3-4 hour edit, upload it by the end of the night just to get like 100 or 200 views and then repeat.
Wow.
That's a grind, man. And it really does take a grind like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
bro.
That's actually wild.
Yeah, bro. I remember that. I used to, bro. Some even days will be longer edits. I'll spend like, sometimes I'll make montages and stuff from 2K. I'll spend like 5-6 hours editing a video, thinking this is gonna be the one that's gonna like take me out,
to the top.
1,000 views in like 3 days. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be a grind. Like,
Yeah, that's fine. What was the video you think that took you to like that point where you said, I'm gonna quit Chick-fil-A? What was that turning point for you?
Oh, definitely. It was when NBA Live was actually dropping their games. So you know how every game usually has like a period of time when they start like dropping news and shit?
Yep.
NBA Live, was doing that, and they would drop the news, and now nobody really liked live like that, like back in the day compared to 2K. So like when the news would come out, there would be like 5 or 6 videos worth of shit you could do. So at that time, I had about like 40,000-50,000 subscribers. I'm dropping this NBA Live news, it'd be like 10 plus minutes, where I'm getting like 30,000-50,000 plus views and shit.
That's
Like at that time, compared to like the 1,500 views.
For sure.
So like a lot of people were starting to draw in and shit. So I was just like, you know what? I feel like if I can like, do this and then bring in some other content and combine it, like I can just make it a full-time thing.
Full-time
And
thing.
got my first check, actual real check and shit. Then look back.
From your
Dang, oh. That's some.
What was the first thing you bought with that first check?
Man, I bought that new Call of Duty that came out that year.
What COD was it?
I think it was Black Ops 2. It was the same year GTA 5 was released.
Oh yeah,
Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
Minecraft dropped that same year?
I think so.
That year was nuclear, bro. Like,
What a good, bro.
I copped that, and I copped some stuff for the equipment. I was actually proud of myself. I invested. Usually people will blow it off on some stupid shit, but I dove right into equipment because I said to myself, okay, like when I quit, I don't want to have no equipment malfunctions and shit. Where
100%, man.
So yeah, I copped a better webcam, better laptop, processor. Yeah, that was my first check. I think it was like $460-something.
Heck
First
yeah,
one.
that's money. My first check YouTube was $2. I got 2 big doubles.
Yeah.
Nah. Oh my, bro.
Check where I was working 5-6 hours. I got like what, $220 in like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah. Minimum wage was like $750 in Florida. I don't know if they increased it by now. So yeah.
He said, "Yep, I'm done. This is it. I make double my money. I'm done."
Yeah, no, I put in my 2 weeks and shit. I was professional about it. I really wanted to just quit and just sit on it, but I put in my 2 weeks and just left after that and then looked back.
Flight, man. So, okay, so with NBA Live, you got to tell me about this NBA Live beef. What happened in 2017 where you guys just beef?
Bro, it was just a crazy thing. It was a build-up. It wasn't just off of just that game.
Oh, so here we go. Here he's talking about the EA beef, about how he had beef with EA.
Out that year of them flopping and doing bad. Bro, like, so they first partnered me in 2015 after seeing like the come up from 2014.
Oh, you partnered with them?
Yeah, I was fully partnered with EA, everything. And I was partnered with them for 2015. They would invite me to all the community days, especially the live days. And so like throughout the live days, like they're inviting me, all the other like lit creators and stuff like that, and they're giving their constructive criticism, but like I'm going in when I'm in the community days. Like I'm in an office in front of like 5-6 different real devs, like I've been partnered and working with EA for like the last 15 plus years and shit, whatever the game has been out. And I'm sitting there giving my real constructive criticism. I'm giving like all of them my notes and stuff, and they're sitting up there saying, yeah, that's such a great idea. The next game comes out, they don't put none of those ideas in.
That sounds familiar.
Sounds familiar. The next year, they got a community day. They fired a couple of devs, brought in some new people. So I'm like, okay, there's some hope. I bring in, the same type of ideas, great constructive criticism and stuff. You know, they have me in the office and stuff with the other creators. Like, they have us writing stuff on the board. What can make the game better? Why is this and that the problem? We're everybody, not even just me. Like, we're all saying the exact stuff that is wrong with the game. All right, the next year drops. That shit completely flops by. And it was actually 2016, I believe.
Wow. So 2 years in a row, Flight got ideas for 2K, and they did not even put in the ideas. No, that is insane, bro. Nah.
But yeah, 2016, you know, that game dropped. It sold like 6,000 and 8,000.
No way, bro.
No, that is serious. 2K sold
out of no ideas, bro. When Flight put in ideas, and still the game somehow managed to sell that much copies. That's wild.
It was the first week, and what made it so bad about it was that NBA Live, they're really good. And I don't care about spilling the tea. They're really good with like editing their footage and basically giving false advertising. Basically, like you see it like McDonald's. You know, the Big Mac doesn't look the way
incredible
in the picture. It doesn't look like that when you get it. So you know they do a good job at that. So it's like, you know, I was preaching to like the community and YouTube and stuff, and at that time during the whole summer before it dropped in the fall, like, guys, this is gonna be the best game. I'm getting all this exclusive stuff behind the scenes and basically making all these types of promises and shit. And basically when the game drops, it's just like opposite of that. And then the people in the basketball communities are coming at me like, yo, how much are they paying you to like false advertise and scam? So people at that time are thinking that I'm like taking part, and I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna be on no sellout shit or whatever. And it just also too like the viewers and stuff, the views wise and stuff, and I'm on top of that doing it full time was just like not doing so good. I'm sitting there repping the company. I'm getting more dislikes versus likes in the video, spending editing hours. I'm like, bro, I gotta weigh options. Like, so fucking, I remember it like it was yesterday. I think it was like it was a Thursday or Friday. It was a rainy ass day. It was in Florida. And I remember that exact park I went to. It was called Okie Hilly Park. Went there, had my old webcam vlog. It was what was that? It was the old was it called a flip camera? Back in the day, I don't even remember. But anyway, yeah, I got the flip camera. Bro, I didn't even like have no practice. I straight up just spazzed on them. Said, say in the back of my head.
So funny, dude.
Bro, I was, and then like I remember driving home, like it was sounding like some psychopath shit, but I had no music playing. You know how the car would make like the seatbelt sound, you would have it on. I'm sitting there, it's about a 10-minute drive. I'm sitting there like this. I'm like, bro, like I know this is gonna go bad and like corporate wise, but like I feel like I'm gonna be letting myself free once I do this.
Wow. But it's also a big deal for you. I don't think people understand.
Yeah.
But like you're doing this full time, so like, you're very passionate about like, you know, like this is my future. Like I'm doing content creation. I make money off this game. You want it to do well, and they're just literally not helping you, bro. Doing anything to make it better.
Imagine you put 100 ideas and they taking maybe 2 at one at most if you're lucky.
Sounds familiar.
It was frustrating, man.
So what happened when you posted that?
Yeah, when I posted the video, it was funny because like at first I'm like, damn, it was 2 minutes up. You know how YouTube is, you hit the sub boxes at first. I'm like, okay, there's like 10 people that seen it first. I'm like, shit, I had time to delete this shit still. And then like I refreshed the page, and at that time that was like a lot towards me. It was like 3 minutes. It was like 8,000 views.
No, 8,000 views within a 3-minute refresh. Yo, dang, Flight was cooked. Lil bro was cooked.
That's crazy.
No,
that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and my sub wise at that time was like 100,000, maybe 110,000.
No, that's a banger, bro.
Straight banger. It was the first ever video I've ever seen do crazy like that. Shit, it gets to the 20-minute mark. I'm having 2K devs. Like, LD, that's why I mess with LD2K heavy, because he's like with the community and mess with them. Like, LD2K tweets out at me, like, laughing emojis, quoting my tweet, all that shit, laughing. A couple of other 2K devs. And then, shit, it was an hour long, up until then, I noticed a couple of EA devs started to follow me. I'm just, all right, they already see this shit. And then the next morning, kids, they hit me with that email. They were just like, in a professional way, corporate way, they say, you know, so-and-so, this and that, we can't have you come back to like office anymore. We're gonna have to take away the EA partnership, this and that, because of that video. But they also gave me an option where it's like I deleted. They wanted me to like give a public apology and basically take back what I said.
Come on,
like, what the hell?
Get out of here.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah.
Dang, I'm not even gonna lie, that is crazy high key, bro. Dang, bro. Bro, what the heck am I doing? Bro, really? That's crazy.
You know, so I was just like, damn, like, at first, I wasn't going to do it, but I was like, damn, like, I feel like I could be fumbling, like, a possible future bag and shit, a long-time partnership, but I was like, nah, like, I feel like I stand on business. You know, stand on it. So, Yeah, I didn't even respond to the email. I kept the video up, and yeah, they took the partnership away since 2016. I've been banned from like any EA activities, any EA.
Still?
Yeah, any EA events. Yep. But I feel like it was worth it because it's just like, I don't know, it just opened up a new portal around for me to not like have a silent mouth when it's in terms of like,
bro.
not being able to want to speak up.
And I'm sure the community appreciated it a lot that you were honest and you know what I'm saying and try to like you did your best to make it better. They didn't want to, and then you give your just being honest.
Yeah,
you know, I think a lot of people resonate with that because they feel the frustrations. If they're frustrated with the game, they know the content creators are. And if you try to fake like you're not, they're not gonna really. They can see through that. You know what I mean?
Exactly, bro. Sure. Like, yeah, that's pretty much it. And then like, I still posted live for like the next 2 or 3 years until they stopped dropping the game. And then I would post 2K, but you know that's pretty much it. And then I went into like the reaction world.
Okay.
Like 2016, right after that. Actually, it was like a couple months after that EA they dropped.
So after the NBA Live, you transitioned your content to React.
Yeah, I moved out for the first time right after Thanksgiving break. And moved into my first apartment. It was a nice little Section 8 community. Very grateful. I was like, yes, I knew I'm gonna like turn things up constantly. I got my own space
In Florida.
That's crazy, bro. Holy.
That was in Florida.
Flight living the life.
And then
my bad, just checking the time.
12:40
a.m., bro. Grinding, man. Holy. Dang, still.
He gave me the idea because I seen a couple like React channels and stuff before then, and I was asking him like for advice. I was like, damn, bro, do you think that I can like do this? Like, cause this is a whole different side of YouTube.
Different
you
side,
know, when you go from gaming, you're just directly in there.
Yep.
You're kind of having backward start. I never really did IRL or different type of content outside of that. So I'm like, you know, and he straight up told me like right off the go, like, bro, that's like your type of like style, like that's 100% eats and shit. So like, I didn't look back. I came up with the name Flight Reacts, like, cause it was already Not Your Average Flight, my other channel.
Yep.
So I just took the flight part, reacts, and then look back, uploaded the first reaction video. It was like on Black Friday.
Okay.
Exactly on Black Friday of 2016.
Fire, bro. And you reacted to what? What did you react to?
It was Porch Pirates, somebody stealing like a package.
Okay.
And then my second video, there was like an educational video, like the top 10 dangerous cities or some shit like that, 20 or whatever.
Did they bang off rip?
No, yeah, actually they did. The Porch Pirate one, it was my first upload. It hit about like maybe 10,000 like the first day.
Still really
good.
But
yeah, especially new channel starting off at 0 subs.
Sure.
That second one where it was like the educational type of looking video, and like 2 or 3 days, 300,000 plus.
Oh my.
And then right after that, I turn it up a notch. I'm starting to upload 3-5 videos like every day, every other day. And shit's is hitting like 50,000, 100,000 each and shit. And like 6
Dang.
months, 1 million.
Oh my god.
And the crazy thing is, my Not Your Average Flight channel and shit.
Wait, hold up.
It's just hitting like 50,000, 100,000 each and shit. And like 6 months, I hit 1 million.
Dang. In 6 months, you had 1 million subscribers. Dang.
Oh my god.
And the crazy thing is, my Not Your Average Flight channel and shit, that one was at like 100,000, and like I started YouTube the end of 2013 for like 3 years. It took me 3 years to get to that 100,000 mark. And you talking about in 6 months I hit 1 million. So
You were probably mind blown,
bro. It was that time period too. There was people thinking that I was like buying my subs and like view botting and shit like that, bro. Yeah, it was a crazy time period.
Bro, freaking L haters in the chat, bro, for that. Bro, L haters for that. L haters, straight up.
They obviously like stop saying that shit after a certain while. They see you consistently
for sure
doing the same thing. So,
tell me about your. So where did the music kind of get into this? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Where does the music fit in this picture?
Yeah, I want to say probably like around like 2017 era. This is why because I'm a big believer in God. I just know like things happen for a reason. I was in the studio with you know, like.
Crap, my bad. Oh man, bro, I'm freaking tired. My bad. Just Justin-ish. Honestly, I was checking if my camera was still recording. For some reason, I thought my camera stopped recording.
Couple of homeboys and stuff, and I just remember like it was making a song. It was the first one called Cold Blooded, which it had a whole bunch of mixed reviews, you know, this and that. But it was my first song ever, and I remember like I got it mixed and everything, and I had that like. Just privated on my YouTube channel for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I remember, I don't know if you guys remember them. I think they still be uploaded, but Damian Bianca, like
yes,
channel.
Yes.
So at that time, I was like in the second year of moving. So I used to live in Palm Beach all my life, and then I moved to Orlando for 2 years.
Okay, where's Palm Beach at?
West Palm Beach is like
north from Miami.
Yeah, in the middle of Miami and Orlando.
Okay.
Because at first I was supposed to, long story short, move to LA at 2017. I'm like, I feel like I was going to get homesick, so let me move a couple of hours and see how it's
still close to home.
You know. So I was in Orlando, and I remember they was in town and shit, and they was basically like, we're trying to go to this one mall, and this one mall is called like the Fashion Square Mall. At that time, I don't know how it is now, because I ain't been there in like 4 to 5 years. It's a really good mall for like hype beast heat, and he was trying to do like a sneaker video and stuff.
Yep.
But that mall is kind of like sketchy sometimes.
Okay.
You know, he was trying to have me like, you know, be third wheel and shit, to make sure they were straight. So I ended up coming out, you know, doing that, and they did their vlog and stuff. And then, bro, it was a conversation like me and Damien was having. Like, he was just talking about like, bro, like, I feel like you have a lot of potential to like do other things outside of just strictly YouTube and shit. And then he named like music and stuff has been an interest. I said, yeah, it's been an interest and stuff. But I didn't tell him I had a song in the chamber.
Chamber already.
You know, none of that. So he didn't know any of that. And bro, he lived these exact words. I remember like it was yesterday. He was outside his Macy's store, and he was like, bro, you know, all you do is have to believe in yourself and go to the studio, record a song, and just click upload, bro, and see what it does. Crazy thing is, I already had that shit private. It didn't let him know I was in the studio.
Please let me upload it that day.
Yeah, no, not the day. It was so it was 2 more days. I dropped it on February.
Okay.
Valentine's Day. Cold blooded. It hit 1 million in like 24 hours.
No way.
Dang, 24 hours held 1 million.
You know, you got to start somewhere.
100%.
100%. I actually heard it when I like today. It was it's tough.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro.
It's for your first song,
it was a different progress, but
I saw Dante react to it. He was saying they were just funny, bro.
Yeah. That was a lot of mixed feelings with that. It's definitely great memories and stuff for sure. And then I didn't look back, and shit, a month later I ended up dropping the second song off me. Great reviews. It was just straight positivity. And then I recorded a video for that like months later, like 2 months later, hit 1 million views in like 24 hours. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this YouTube and just do YouTube rap.
I love that, man. Who's your inspiration for music? Like, who's your favorite artist?
Like all time, definitely want to say like Fabulous, Snoop Dogg. Gotta throw in
AW.
And this is before then, like the 100 P era stuff. You like talking about the OGs. You got you got throwing Bow Wow in there. Couple more in New York. A lot of like different West Coast artists too. Yeah, it's really hard to like boil it down to top 5 all time.
I mean, I think, bro, whoever's watching can learn from your life a lot, because from what we're talking about, you've been through so much, right? You worked the Steak and Shake, then you started playing gaming videos and posting these NBA live videos, and then that leads to this whole drama, 2K, and then you start reacting, and then now you're making music.
I know.
But you have like 9 lives.
Literally.
Dang.
So it's one of those things where it's inspiring.
He has, though. He's really been through everything, bro. For real.
I'm going to hit regardless. I don't care what I'm doing.
Heck yeah, bro.
You know? And now look at you.
Thank you, bro. That means a lot. I just feel like that's the key with life. Like, you just learn it even with the video game world. Like, you lose a level 88 times, the 89th time, that's going to be the one. It's going to be a better gameplay. You beat that shit, and I just learned from that. Like, everybody has their own chapter and story.
For sure.
So,
I love that, bro.
So moving to so let's fast forward. So now, like, let's go 2020. They said this is the year of flight. Is 2020.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 2020. Quarantine days.
Were you in LA at the time?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just dive into that.
Yeah, it was crazy, bro. Because that time period was just it just doesn't even feel like a real year.
No, it was crazy.
You know, like it was so many things that like I had so much anxiety about and fearing about. Like, for one, I remember when that lockdown struck. It was like early February, and that's when I started to dive deep better into the basketball content, like the IRLs and stuff, and that shit shut down all the gyms, basketball court. They're taking down the rims.
They were taking the rims outside of the court.
You know, it was crazy, bro. So I'm like, bro.
Dang, they were taking the rims outside of the court.
I feel like when it comes
Nah,
to
bro, they're doing it dirty.
The biggest thing I feel like people don't be talking about, you got to be able to adapt.
For sure.
Be able to, grow and just be able to keep pushing and not get lost. So, shit, during that time, like, I just started stepping it up. Like, I started to take advantage of, like, the streaming, like, world more. Like, I've had the Twitch partnership since, like, 2014, because back then all you needed to do is stream, like, 4 or 5 hours, you get the instant partnership. And I just had that sitting.
So easy, bro.
Yeah, I had that sitting for, like, 3 or 4 years, not taking advantage of it. Also, partially because of the internet, I wasn't at the... You use a better, faster internet, but
the stream is a little bit different than videos. You actually need really good internet to stream consistently. Yeah. But to upload YouTube videos, you don't really need
a
crazy upload. You just need a decent download.
So like, you know, when I moved to LA for the first time, 2018, they had the better internet options versus Florida and shit. So, you know, I ended up, you know, going through that, and, you know, I started a little bit 2018 streaming here and there, and then 2019 here and there, and then once it got to 2020, we're on lockdown. I'm just like, forget it. I'm gonna just start streaming like 5 days a week, and then upload the same amount of aggression and see what it just does. Bro, in literally a month, like I just seen just everything just skyrocket. That's when TikTok first started to come into the scene. People were taking older videos,
for real,
making clips, memes, and all this shit. And the shit just skyrockets, and then you have the June hype and stuff that came in.
Oh yeah, June flight.
So talk to us about June.
By the way, got June 2nd. By the way, well, what I'm recording is 12:49 a.m. On June 2nd. But yeah, dang.
Iconic. Yeah, it's iconic. So.
Yeah, bro. Now much love. Like it was crazy, bro. It's just this how I know. Just things just. You can't really like force. I feel like certain viral moments. It's just off of random shit. So it was an older video I reacted to, maybe like 2019, the end of it, where it was just like some like little meme comp. I ended up saying some like saying, I forgot what I said. That just went viral, like, or whatever on TikTok. And then, like, that was also the time I started reacting to NBA videos. A lockdown, I just got that partnership, actually. I left that out.
So during lockdown, you got the partnership?
Yeah, I got that NBA partnership right into...
Dang, Flight got a lot of partnerships, but he lost the EA one, though.
Yeah, so I get the, like, any, like, full game highlights I can, like, react to. You know what I'm saying? Monetize 100%. And I was hearing about it for, like, 2 years, but I didn't, like, know, like, how they got it. I kind of got lucky. I stumbled across a Connect, and he was able to, like, plug me in, and I didn't, like, look back. I started just reacting to NBA stuff, and then, you know, that got locked down or whatever.
Yep.
But people took some of those clips I was saying, and I was just messing around. I was just saying shit like, hey, like, I'm going to be doing this in June. Or rather, I was trying to say I'm going to be doing this in summer because I'm going to be in the shape and this and that.
Yeah.
And they just made that a big thing and turned it into, like, a New Year's countdown and shit.
June boss, he's ready.
So,
you took it, though.
Yeah, I took it and just, like, had a run with it. I just was like, all right, let me just get a basketball trainer. Shout out to R2 Ball. And, you know, I started, like, training with them and stuff. And people was just like, oh, yeah, the flight is just going to be a whole nother level and stuff in June. And it's just a thing they just ran with it. Shout out to the community, shout out to FTC. They just made that. And
I love that, man.
Dang, bro. Hold up. I'm just seeing.
June,
Still recording. Yep, it is.
Tell us kind of how it works. So in June, you kind of ramp up everything.
Yeah.
You go hard with the one-on-ones.
Go hard with the one-on-ones. Go harder with... Now, throughout the year, I do the same thing throughout the rest of 11 months. But, like, June is just like that. You know how there's like a what is that, a double XP weekend kind of?
Yeah,
that's how I feel like what it is for June. Like it's just like everybody like wants to see what I got going on and stuff. Like it's also like the summer first, everybody gets out of school and stuff. So I feel like a lot more just content creation's a lot more up in general because
everything, bro.
You know,
kids are out in summer. You know, everyone's just watching more content, more streams, more videos.
So I feel like that June and July is just like that. Especially June is like target month where like people want to just like see what's going on in the internet. So I try to go as hard as I can and up it more with everything, content creation, music, or just even brand stuff like merch. If I got it, just try to drop something around that time.
That's fire, bro. I'm talking about June. You guys are gonna one-on-one.
Yeah.
So I wanted to hear your guys' predictions. Who's gonna win this one-on-one?
We played back-to-back years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm down 0-2. I think this might be the comeback year.
Oh, okay.
I don't know,
what's the score up to?
We usually play to 11.
11.
I'll probably, I got the win 11-9.
Okay. If he's hitting threes, I gotta step out there. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Me being in the game.
Hey, I mean, that's Flight's prediction.
If my shot's going,
we still haven't watched the 1v1 yet, so we're gonna react to that.
So what would you? Because you got the NBA rights, right?
Yeah.
I want to ask you, man. Give me your top 5 NBA players of all time.
All time, easy.
All time.
Number 1 is Steph Curry.
Okay.
Number 2, Wilt Chamberlain. 3, I'll put Kobe. No. 3, I'll put Michael Jordan. 4, I'll put Kobe. And then
you have MJ at 3?
Yeah. I've always been telling people this, like, Wilt Chamberlain is just like a different breed. You go into a season where he had 100 points in that one season.
I don't think there's no footage of it.
They say it's no footage, but there's a lot of no footage of a lot of other games, too, that people don't talk about.
I mean, speaking facts, though, for real.
50 points per game that season.
Yeah, but he was playing against, like, the milkman and stuff.
True. He played against the plumbers and stuff, but...
Wait, hold up here. They're talking about NBA.
NBA player, too, to, like, go to, like, the football, too. Like, and then at 5, LeBron.
All right, you got LeBron at 5.
To be honest, directly come in and like, I don't want to be like, hey, you want to like meet somewhere? Like, I don't know, that kind of sound awkward. I feel like definitely like within the given right time and a place, it's just gonna naturally happen.
For sure.
Like I know, especially for next NBA season, I'm gonna pull up to like my first NBA. I've never been a pro game in my life. What? So
Dang, I didn't.
like,
Dang.
definitely,
Never in his life. I mean, hey, bro. He's more focused on grinding his reaction and stuff. So.
Courtside for
Yeah,
that.
Hey, bro.
That's what I'm gonna do. 5 courtside games next year. I want to, just see the experience and get out the house and stuff.
That's gonna go so viral. No, that's crazy.
That'll be lit.
Yo, if you guys are seeing Curry, if you somehow see this and makes it to you, meet my man's fight.
Please.
Fly him out, please.
Yeah, I mess with Curry, man. It's all love over here, man. I don't want anything to ever be feel like has to be forced or obligated. But I know he definitely him, and not even just him, his team fucks with me heavy. They're Under Armour. They send me free kicks every month.
That's awesome.
W, bro.
Yeah, they're always talking and checking in on me. So yeah, they're really pretty cool people.
I can't believe. I would think even with the collab with Gold State, I feel like you would eventually just cross paths in general.
Yeah, I feel like I said, the right timing and moment. I'm not trying to force. Who knows? We might just get cause we already had it commercial in terms of using footage and stuff. But I feel I don't know. We might have some thing come up and we just have to be in person. They're gonna have to film it there. So
it's gonna happen.
I wanted to naturally,
It's kind of like when Speed met Ronaldo.
Yeah, that's
the moment I'm thinking of between you and Curry. Yeah, you just embrace and hug Curry.
He's on the same level.
Yeah.
Would you hug him?
Yeah, friendly manhunt. Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, definitely. No, I don't care what people would take it. It's one of my icons. I always say to people I don't feel like people should look up.
For real, bro. You gotta do that, bro.
An idol or somebody that you take
For real.
examples of.
For sure,
bro. With certain work ethics, not even just with basketball, but the way he carries himself is just definitely something I definitely take pride in looking up to in a way, and holding it to a certain caliber.
That's fire, bro.
Checking time to
So what do you think of the new up and coming content creators like Speed, Kai?
Oh yeah, Speed, Kai.
How do you feel about it?
Yeah, bro, they're just absolutely inspirational in a way. Sometimes they.
We also got YRG, Aiden Ross also.
Energetic and just
all of them, bro.
I really fuck with how they take full advantage of just never missing a day, never stop going hard, and it's just I feel it makes you want to just shit. You see somebody like Kai or even Speed pull off a 24-hour effortlessly, it makes you want to wake up and just be bro, let me drop 6-10 videos on YouTube, let me stream for 4 hours, let me wake up and do it again. It keeps that work ethic going, and just it's inspirational. Shout out to Kai, Speed, all the big streamers. It's inspirational.
Do you watch anybody? Do you watch any? What YouTubers or streamers, if you watch any, who do you watch? Who do you tap into the most?
To be honest, I don't have enough time to watch streams like that. But when I do, when I watch a stream, I'll kind of just put it on and do some chores around the crib or whatever. I'll usually watch sometimes DJ Academics. I like the hip hop videos and stuff like that. Sometimes I'll tune into all my homie streams, from Kai, Speed to Rage to everybody in AMP. I'll just tune in and have it playing in the background while I have something going on. Of course, my dog FaZe, I'll have his stuff tuned in the background.
AW.
Sit down,
wait, hold on, my thing's still recording, right? Oh yeah, it is. All right, we good.
Besides Chris Move, who's your favorite YouTuber of all time? There's a couple of YouTubers that I got that I would say I was obsessed with. I would never miss a video. You know who Casey Neistat is?
Yeah.
That's the one YouTuber where I literally for a year straight I never missed a video. And he vlogged for 3 years.
Wow.
So good. Yeah. He was amazing.
A year straight, never missed a video. FaZe swag, bro.
A lot of the OG 2K commentators and some of the OG COD commentators I would mess with.
Okay.
You had Hard 8 Times. I don't know if you remember him.
I've seen that name before on YouTube.
Yeah, he was one of the older OGs. I messed with Heavy from back in that time. I was paying attention to him and taking notes and stuff from there. Outside of maybe Chris Smooth, you got the Dashies.
Okay.
And really, it's a whole jumble of creators. It's hard for me to just remember all right off the bat. But yeah, if you name any OGs or even to now, I'll probably know who they are, and I've tapped in.
That's fire. I think what a lot of people don't know, we were talking about this off camera, but you actually play Call of Duty a lot.
Yeah. Call of Duty was an OG game of mine. I played, so I got into Modern Warfare 2, later on in the release. I know it dropped 2009, but I got into it that summer when it dropped or whatever, after the NBA 2K10 Combine I was talking to y'all about with watching Chris Smooth. Chris Smooth kind of got me on that Call of Duty a little bit. Watching
bro, he posted COD videos too, yeah.
And and I got on Modern Warfare, and then I remember Black Ops 1 came out that year, bro. I'm on that just as much as 2K. I'm playing 4 hours of 2K, 4 hours of Call of Duty. Black Ops. Call of Duty is a huge, staple point. I feel like in the game, and like even like FPS games, like first-person shooters.
For sure.
I was playing like the Star Wars Battlefront game, like the regular shit on the PS2, and practicing my little, shots on there, and then Call of Duty, and I was on that heavy. And I never missed Call of Duty after Black Ops 1. So
that's fire. What would you say is? Give me your favorite gun of all time in COD, and give me your top 3 favorite Call of Duties of all time.
Of all time, I was even off the behind the scenes, the FAMAS from Black Ops 1. Ooh. Legendary games, so many legendary games. And then from ranking the top 3, at number 3, only because I experienced it later, Modern Warfare 2, from back in the day.
Yep.
That Black Ops that came out, the GTA 5 release,
Black Ops 2,
and then Black Ops 1.
Black Ops 1.
It's a good game though.
Yeah, bro.
The camos were sick. The gold camo.
I say the FAMAS and the AUG. That was awesome. The AUG was my shit.
Yeah. We might have to join FaZe one day.
100%, bro.
FaZe Flight?
Bro, easy.
FaZe Flight.
So,
man.
We didn't talk about it too much, but I wanted to know from you, how did the look at Curry meme start? What moment did it start?
Oh man, it was straight up the pandemic. I remember it was like around March. I was like watching because like the NBA, they had their lockdown. So I ended up, I still had that partnership, of course, at the time. So I just fuck it. I was gonna react to a whole bunch of older comps and older top 10 players or older games. So I was watching older games of Curry and shit, and it was a freestyle. I just freestyled off the top, just being goofy on camera, and I just said, "Look at Curry, man!" After some crazy play, I think he crossed somebody. I think it was a CP3 play.
Yes, it was. I'm literally remembering it now. It was a CP. He was on a baseline. And he I don't know what he did, but behind the back, and CP fell for it. Yeah. And went and scooped the layup.
Bro, went and scooped the layup, and I said, "Look at Curry, man!" And bro, I think 2 or 3 weeks later, people was spamming Curry or whatever about that.
Oh wait, I remember that, bro.
First was getting excited.
And he got a shout out from Curry.
Really be tapped in content section or stream or everything. Curry was on Instagram Live, and then people was just saying, "Look at Curry, man." But the whole full thing is, "Look at Curry, man, so inspirational." And then Curry's on live. He said, "Look at Curry, man, so inspirational," and laugh. So it's nobody was saying that in the live, so that means he had to be tapped in. Actually,
he knows. Curry for 100% knows who you are, bro.
Yeah, bro. It was crazy as hell. And people sent me that clip. I reacted to it on IG Live, and bro, they had it got 1 million views in 4 hours off of reacting to it. A little 8-minute clip. And then I didn't look back there, and then shit, everybody was saying it from everywhere. Curry would post the IG, they're saying it in the comments. And then the next step, SportsCenter and ESPN, they started saying it once the NBA started to get back after the lockdown. Yeah. The bubble playing. Remember that first one? I think they used it with the either the Heat or the Lakers game. They said after a couple of threes was made, "Look at Curry, man," and then every other sports team says it. And shout out to them. They've been saying it. Even in the NFL, it's made its way to NFL baseball. They say we're not "Look at Curry," but they say
Dang, Flight literally started a whole thing for the majority of the sports. That's crazy. Quarantine, bro, freaking changed everyone outlook. I don't know, it's weird. Freaking quarantine, bro. It's crazy, dude.
Look at that. So inspirational.
You started a word, bro. That's crazy.
Oh.
That's dope, bro. So
for real, that is tough.
More personal. We spoke about you being a dad, so I wanted to know.
Oh yeah, Flight.
How has that been, and how has that changed your life?
Flight's 2 kids.
Man, it changed my life for the better. I remember when I was first having my daughter, and we're on good terms and stuff. We keep everything neutral, but having with somebody that we wasn't on good terms with, so I'm already in the fear damn, we're split parents, we're gonna have to co-parent this and that. I'm bringing a child in for the first time. Yep. I said to myself, damn, I didn't want to have kids until I was 35. I was at that time 20, just turning 25, and daughter just came here, born, and nothing changed at all, except it just made me want to grind harder, have a better outlook in life. It made me take advantage of just more stuff and being more grateful in certain times where, let's say before I had a newborn daughter, I would just be okay, I can react to this video, but I'll do it a couple hours later, let me chill, but still get it done. Daughter's born, shit, something's out, I'm gonna just do that now, get it over with.
Dang, just calls the motivation, bro.
A second level of gear. You just don't want to
grind.
You want to provide for their future and
love that, man.
Provide for the
grind hustler, a grinder, a hustler, bro.
Doing life, and have a second kid now too, a son. You just turned 9 months old.
Congrats, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Daughter's 3 years old. It's very inspirational, man. It's just I feel like kids, if anything, they just uplift your work ethic and make you want to go harder. Yeah. Now, I was talking about office scenes too. I was want to transform the content more, getting out to traveling and vlogging, where it's just like little things like that. It applies to your working.
Would you ever do a family channel? Flight family?
Yeah. Flight family vlogs.
I thought about it, but like I also said that like I also want to like let my children decide if they want to be on camera, not kind of force the camera in their face at a young age. Maybe that'll be a conversation maybe like 2 or 3 years and see how comfortable they are with that. Plus, there's a lot of weirdos too.
For sure. For sure.
But I definitely there'll be a definitely fired phase of my life, different phase and category. So
yeah, the family channel's always boom.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody go
Flight family.
Flight family. That's tough, bro.
Flight family vlogs, bro. So I wanted to also, we spoke about it, and you literally just said it. You want to start traveling more.
Yeah.
Want to start going out more. What are some places that you have like on the top of your list to vlog and travel?
Oh man, to Cabo, Hawaii.
Wow.
Shit, I want to go to Brazil. I want to go overseas, like Paris, France, Africa. I just want to explore the world. I just feel like there's just so much stuff that outside of things, it's just better things in life.
For sure.
And I've gotten to the point where it's like I'm not really caring about too much like materialistic things and like don't really care about jewelry and stuff like that. I want to experience like the bigger and better things in life and experience what's while being as young or growing up as possible.
Hey, bro, W Flight in the chat once again, man.
Do you have like a goal of when you're gonna start?
Hold up, bro. Dang, almost an hour-long video, bro. Grinding, man.
For doing these travels?
Yeah, I want to start like at the end.
What about just trying to see what percentages things on? Actually, no, just doesn't matter.
In July, going
nice.
into
August. It's coming up soon.
Definitely soon.
And you're gonna be vlogging all of it.
Yeah, vlogging. I'm gonna hire like a cameraman and stuff, vlog the POV version of it and
fire, bro.
Put a different side of me, out there. I never had that.
What's the first place you want to go to?
It gotta be Hawaii.
Okay.
I've always thought I wanted to go to Hawaii first.
It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
Yeah. And then, of course, like the other place, like Japan, Tokyo, China. Want to try and see what it's like.
Flight goes to Tokyo.
Yeah, bro. That'll be game changer.
China, bro. Dang, that's great. China.
Funny story, man. So I started smoking tree the end of my 9th grade year after basketball, and I would come to school high 10th grade and so on. So this is my English class. It was usually my third, I think it was 3rd or 4th hour. And by that time, how it usually wears off about a couple of hours. I was always drained and ready to go to sleep, and my eyes were still bloodshot red. So I had an old homie
dang, bro's high, man.
Bro, he was always taking flights every single day before school. I'm like, nah, I really don't be doing that and shit. And so, fast forward on, I made it my gamer tag. It was on the Xbox 360, and I forgot what my old gamer tag was. I think it was just my name, my real name or whatever I used, and then I just ended up changing it to Flight White.
So we changed it from Kamani White to Flight White. Right there. Whoa, my Flight 23 White.
That's fire, bro. That's a cool story.
He said, man, he was always taking flight.
Seriously, bro. It stuck with me, and then I don't know, it kind of was relatable to basketball too, in a sense too, going up wanting to dunk or whatever. I like the.
Ooh, I mean, true. It's true though. It's true. Facts.
It is naturally
true facts. True
And
facts.
the last name's White, so it's White fit. It's meant to be.
That's fire, bro. What about your first YouTube name?
Hey,
My
true
first
facts,
YouTube name
man.
is probably the funniest story ever, bro. Crazy. I looked maybe a couple weeks ago to see if it was still there. The videos aren't, but the name is still there if anybody wanted to look at. But it was Mr. Big Boy 305.
Nah. Mr. Big Boy 305.
Bro, 305. How do you get Mr. Big Boy?
Yeah, bro. So really, the 305 part, I wanted to put 561 because that's my area code from West Palm Beach and shit. So you couldn't copy it. Somebody else had that name. Long story short, but nobody had
what name?
The Mr. Big Boy 561 at that time, and you couldn't copy the same YouTube username back then. He was strict with that. And then so I'm like, okay, let me just put 305. And I changed up the I instead of Y to make it boy. Bro, I got boy from just it was so Big Boy. I believe was it was an old show. It was a Flavor of Love. It was something else.
Okay.
It was a cast on it as his name was Big Boy, and he used to say, 305 hand, like, it was just like,
Bro, nah, flight man.
It just said Mr. Big Boy 305, and yeah, that was just like my channel, and I would just use the clips. I would just upload from like NBA 2K10. They had an old site, a 2K site back in the day. You can just upload like little 30-second clips to like the 2K site, and so I used to go to the site, download it, and just try to make comps or montages and little clips of rare full court shots and shit. And I only had like about 5 or 6 uploads, and then I'm like, damn, like I need to get the money for like, at that time it was like the HD PVR, it was called a Hapag and stuff back in the day. It's too expensive. I was like, let me just wait till I just get a job, waited till 12th grade, and ended up just saving money and just got my first equipment. So I ended up quitting that channel. I just left that just to basically die out. And the crazy thing is, bro, the views on there was pretty good. Like, I had like little 30-second clips, bro. They had like 700,000 views and shit like that. So I was like, in the back of my head, I was like,
dang, that's crazy, bro. That's like different type grind for a 30-second clip to have that many views, bro.
Yo, I know I can do this like YouTube stuff when I get the right equipment. And so, yeah, I ended up, waiting till 12th grade and got the money for the equipment, and then restarted another channel. They called it Not Your Average Flight. I wanted to call it Flight White, but that username was taken already. So I just called it Not Your Average because I'm not, I didn't want to be average and then put the flight in there.
Talk to him. I love that.
Hell yeah.
I love that, bro. So, for the viewers watching that want to be content creators like you, they might be in high school right now or in middle school. What advice would you give to them?
Definitely. I would say find your own lane. Don't be so quick just because you see somebody else being successful in it. There's nothing wrong with taking just a little bit of, their
inspiration.
Yeah, inspiration. You know what I'm saying? That's the word I was looking, exactly what I was looking for. A little bit of inspiration. You really got to do that with life and dream. Just take a little bit of inspiration and make it your own, and, just keep pushing. When you feel like you're at your limit, I feel like that's like the perfect opportunity to just continue to go harder, go harder, and you just never set like a limit, I just feel like a lot of people will just like say, hey, I feel like I'm working a little bit too hard, or am I doing too much? Or you can never do a little bit too much in a content creation space.
For real, bro. Straight facts. Flight speaking straight facts right now, bro. Facts, bro. Like that's facts. Like, you can never do too much creating content, bro. Like, just gotta keep grinding, keep pushing harder, man, and
for another hour,
just that.
You've already knocked out of 24 hours. Why not do it? Because you never know what that other hour streaming or, other hour you put into a YouTube video, where that could take you, who can see it, who can notice it.
I love that.
And the patience. The patience is a big key. Like where I'm at today, I want people to know this is almost a decade worth of work. This isn't something a year, 2, 3 years. This is a decade worth of work. It's a lot of decade worth of sacrificing, whether if it's like certain relationships or certain opportunities with other things in life that I've sacrificed, social life that I've sacrificed, So it's a big patience, I feel like. But I feel like if you utilize it and use that, you'll get very far.
I love that.
You just got to stick with it. People... No, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
One last thing I wanted to squeeze in there. I feel like one person told me this back in the day. It's like, you're going to be successful, whatever you do in life, is if you just stick with it. Even if you get to that second year mark, you see there's just no progress. You got to go as hard as you did the first year, or the first 2 weeks you started, because, that's going to be your separation to the next level, man. So definitely. That's what
for real. Like, you can't just quit during it.
I love that advice, man. 100%. I mean, it's one of those things where I also tell people as well, like, the people who experience that high of what we do, or just anything in general life, and then they feel the low. You have to ride out the lows, bro.
That is so facts. That is so facts. Like, you have to be willing to ride out the lows, the bad days. You also can't get caught up. You get some good numbers. You can't let that get to your head, because you gotta, do it over again, and then again and again and again.
Again, so, you upload a video. You can't do anything. It gets whatever it usually gets. You gotta work on the next one.
And then the next one, and it doesn't stop. And I feel like once you have that tunnel vision, anybody it's anything in life will be successful.
For sure, bro. For sure. With all like the success and the money that comes in, this is probably a question for both of you. Are there any like investments or like some financial advice in a way for people who start to make money? What do you guys recommend? Maybe like, even if it's as simple as like saving or how do you view like finances?
Easy. So like, I feel like the first, like, especially like if you see like your first blow up going on in that first year of any content creation space, I feel like you got to start like some type of like, and it sounds funny because maybe somebody may be young and they're just starting out, but start some type of retirement, start some type of IRA, put some money next to it. IRA is like almost like in a way a stock. You know, I'm not into stocks like that at all. I don't do stocks, but that's like I feel like a very, very safe thing you can utilize because you're gonna see a return in your money every single year instead of having it just sit there in a savings account or just in your account. You know, don't be afraid to invest. You know, certain things like that. Don't be afraid to save your money. Make sure you have a good team of people that know how to work with your taxes and. I feel like that's an understatement. I feel like a lot of people in content creation just think this tax shit is a joke. Like, yo, they'll come.
They'll wait 5 years to let you have your little fun, and then they'll tax you with like 15% interest. So they come back for more money on top of that.
For real. Right out of my head, I feel like that.
Straight facts.
Teach you that in school. With 100%, a lot of things, you know. So it's just people think that shit is a joke and just not even maybe concentrate just an entertainment industry. I feel like. You gotta be on that, you know what I'm saying? You make that your number one priority, and then you worry about everything else, you know. So, yeah, I think you gotta make the investments. If you're into real estate, you know what I'm saying? Do your research the right way. Just don't dive into it and just think you know what you're doing. Talk to the right people. Talk to the right, whatever you can, and try and get into that. And then also invest into your content too. Whatever content you're doing, like, why would you be making a whole bunch of money to just put it into clothes, jewelry, cars, whatever? Look nice, you feel me? Ball out, do your thing. But bro, invest, take a couple of thousand and more and put that into your content. You know what I'm saying? People really love when you like improve your camera quality or improve your like.
Look at Kai. Kai is literally spent $40,000 of his own money on it. The Elden Ring commercial trailer. Wow.
See, bro,
the trailer, bro.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I didn't know.
Not even that. Even like his background too. Like just for
simple. It's simple, but it's like it's so. They love it. Viewers love it. They appreciate that, man.
When you do little stuff like that, bro, people are gonna see that. You're gonna get taken so far, and you become like, what I'm saying, more iconic. So don't be afraid to invest in your, creation. Don't think that like I'm making this and that, I can just be comfortable here. No, like maybe even a microphone. Yep. People hear the sound quality difference in any, so that's why I think that's the best.
That was a great point, man. Investing it back into yourself, Yeah. I think that's something I definitely need to do. I feel like I need to do more. I feel like, just, where we're at, stuff like that, how comfortable we get, you know what I'm saying? But we forget, like, every day there's a kid who wakes up who's actually trying to be exactly where you are right now. Yep. So I feel like, for me personally, I need to understand that.
For real.
And start putting it more back into myself and just trying to be more creative and just, because there's other people who are so hungry.
Yeah.
They want one
every day.
Yeah, every day, bro.
Yeah, bro, there's literally 24 hours in a day. That's really not a long time. Somebody can wake up tomorrow and be like, bro, I want to be the #1 streamer, YouTuber, or artist, or actor in the world. Like, I'm going to go do it. Nobody's going to stop me. And, like, when you got that type of hunger, you can't just be chilling. You can't be on that shit.
That's fire, bro. I mean, dude, Flight, thank you so much for hopping on.
This is my favorite podcast we've done, bro.
It really is.
Really? Nah, it means a lot. Bro, serious. This is my first podcast, first interview. I was nervous coming into this, but I had a great time, great vibes, man. You guys are amazing people.
For sure, man.
Bro, you killed it, man.
How many?
Dang.
So for your first pod, how many likes should we shoot for on this video?
We gotta do 23, like Flight 23 White. You gotta do 23K. Come on, yo. 23 for the flight, man. First podcast, man. Man, thank y'all so much for having me. It's very inspirational and being able to share with anybody. And hopefully, what I can also say is that don't. Also, not only just not give up, but just remember why you started.
Your why,
So whenever you feel like you hit a low or you feel like you're stagnant or hit a wall, just remember why you started. Remember why the inspirations you started from, and hey, that's gonna take you far, y'all. Y'all got this.
I love that, bro.
For real, bro.
Every podcast we have a tradition where we do a quick prayer.
Yeah.
Is that cool with you?
Of course.
I love that, bro.
Of course.
Father God, we want to thank you for this podcast. Thank you for the life of Flight. Thank you for his community, God. I pray that you protect him, you be with him. I pray that he continues to grow. I pray for his family, for his 2 kids, God. And we just thank you for everybody watching. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen. That's beautiful. Thank you.
What an insane pod, bro. Thank you so much, bro.
This is fun, bro.
Now we gotta go play some basketball.
Let's do it.
I gotta stretch a little bit,
Hey, man, it's June.
Yes, sir. What do you got on the schedule for the first couple of videos?
Oh, man, we got a pretty
Also, here's an interesting
hefty schedule. We got the man Kyrie Walker.
Okay.
We got, I don't know if you be tapped into like RWE.
Yep.
Ken Whittle. We got a couple of them dudes from the AAU squad. Of course, we got the finale at the end of the month, Cash.
You and Cash at the end. Yeah.
Oh yeah, him and Cash always, bro. It's always a banger.
Always.
I know, just like he said, always a banger. Him and Cash at the end, bro. Always a banger, and it'll for real.
A couple other ones I gotta can't spoil it yet.
Okay, yeah. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching today's podcast, man. Shout out to Flight for being on the pod, man.
Thanks, all y'all, man.
Thank you, bro. Man. Make sure you guys drop a like and make sure you hit that subscribe button to join the lobby, man. We'll see you on the next episode.
My team, stand up.
Stand up.
Hey. Bro. Holy crap, bro. What a podcast, man. Over an hour long, an hour and 5 minutes. The podcast, bro. Hey, give me more video suggestion ideas, bro. And yeah, man. I don't know more to say, man. I'm honestly exhausted. What time is it right now? Dang, I didn't know it was 1:19. It's that late. Alright, but I'm gonna end things off right here. Gonna be about it. I'll see you guys later. Peace out, guys.